Hello, my name is Jeff Bodiford. I'm a municipal sales manager for Sansom Equipment Company. Sansom Equipment Company has been in business since 1987. Our business has always been environmental product solutions. We started our first location in Birmingham, Alabama, which now serves as one of our service and sales centers, as well as our home office. We opened our second location in the early 90s in the Mobile area, and we opened a third location several years ago in Shelbyville, Tennessee. We're now in the process of opening a fourth location in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia, and we'll be moving forward with further locations in the future. Sansom has all full line parts and service at every one of our locations, and we also are field service capable. All of our technicians are factory trained in all the equipment that we sell. What I brought today to show you is a new WaySidewinder XTR automated side loader. First, I'd like to start off by telling you a little bit about the chassis. This particular Sidewinder is mounted on the Peterbilt 520, but we also offer our body to be mounted on other brands of chassis as long as they meet our minimum specifications. With that being said and behind us, I'd like to tell you a little bit about New Way. New Way has been in business now for 50 years. They've been building a Sidewinder that's presented here since the year 2009. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about some of the features of the Sidewinder's automated lift arm. It extends out 144 inches, which is 12 foot. It's rated for 1,000 pounds capacity. I would like for everyone to note that our grabber fingers are mounted inboard. That gives several advantages over some of our competition. Several of them use an arm that comes off to the side with the grabber arms off. That keeps you from going in when you have multiple cans that are very close together. This grabber is able to go in and individually pull out those other cans without knocking the ones next to it over with that arm extension. Another thing that it does is it equally distributes the weights and the stresses that are going on in the lift cycle evenly on both sides of our boom style mast. You notice it's a heavy duty U-shaped boom on both sides, roller wheels, and our arm is mounted hard to the chassis frame rails on both sides. Another thing I'd like to point out while we're here in this area are our hopper cleanouts. They're on both sides. We have an optional drop down door so liquids don't fall onto components of the truck. The new WaySidewinder comes standard with a trawl cleanout tool. Not only does this trawl catch material that falls in front of that may fall in front of the packer panel, but it also serves as a liquid sump. The hopper on the new WaySidewinder is 6 cubic yards. It displaces 5.4 cubic yards per pack cycle. It has the capability of pack on the go, has a follower panel so you can continue to dump while the blade is in its packing cycle. Our hopper has a ladder and easy access to the hopper area behind this door. I would like to also point out our hydraulic panel along that front wall. That panel can be raised and lowered. It serves two purposes. It can tamp down bulky materials that they may have hand loaded into it, as well as it can be lowered to minimize refuse from blowing out of the hopper while in transit. I'd like to take a moment to tell you a couple of key features of the New Way's body shell. Our bodies come in sizes as small as 20 cubic yard up to 33 cubic yard. Our body sidewalls are built out of hard ox steel. Hard ox steel is a steel that is designed to handle not only the friction wear that comes in a refuse body, but as well as impingement wear. Friction, of course, is caused by the moving and sliding of material inside the body. Impingement wear is caused by heavy materials falling onto steel surfaces. The impingement factor, wear factor of the hard ox steel lends itself to not having the body deformation you would have out of regular cold mild steel. Another one of the features that they incorporate, we do use a dump body, as I talked to you earlier about, with the 6.5 inch cylinder in the front. Our body is narrower in the front and wider at the rear. We have a slight taper into our body. What this does for you, it allows material to freely slide and leave the body when the tailgate is raised and the body is in the dump position. A body that's the same from the front to the back is more likely to wedge a load and stick in the load, which can be unsafe, especially in landfill type conditions. Some of our competitors use 2 cylinders to raise and lower the tailgate, as well as 2 cylinders to lock and unlock the tailgate. New Way's design allows for the same 2 cylinders that raise the tailgate also control the locking mechanism. This is less moving parts and a surer lock. If your tailgate's down, then your tailgate's locked. You not have less likelihood of one of the sub cylinders that lock the tailgate popping loose and spilling your load out onto the road or the ground. Our tailgate, as well as our body sidewalls, as I mentioned earlier, is also constructed of the hard ox steel that offers the same impingement wear and friction wear that we receive in the body shell by using that same material. We have many lighting options that are available for the new WaySidewinder. We come standard with an upper integrated strobe light. Lower is a low-cost option, as well as our surface mount strobe is another option that's available. Many light packages and camera packages that are available for this unit. Briefly a moment ago, I discussed how our tailgate raise and lower cylinders also serve as our lock mechanism for our tailgate. Now that I have the tailgate in the raised position, I'd like to show you that we have not only 2 lock points as the guys that use the small cylinder locks, we actually have 4. The cylinder lock is located here, here, and here. So again, when the tailgate is in the lower position, you're surely locked. No chance of pop-ups. I'd like to also bring your attention to our radius body shell. We're radiused on our roof, our body sides, and our floor. What a radius body allows for is allows for that material as it's being compacted to roll for a nice tight compaction. Another benefit of a radius body floor is it serves as a natural sump. Again, just as the front clean out area that I showed you of the hopper collects material and liquids, the rear floor is also designed where it's catching liquid to minimize splashovers out of the front body head. As you'll note here, we use an aluminum tank. It serves a twofold purpose. Of course, aluminum is lighter than steel and it has better corrosive properties than steel itself does. I'd like for you to note that we use not 1 but 2 hydraulic cartridge type filters to filter our oil, make sure it's nice and clean before it comes back into the system again. Both of our hydraulic filters are outfitted with restriction gauges so the operator can easily check and see the condition of both of his hydraulic filters. We also utilize a sight and temperature gauge. Keep an eye on that fluid level, fluid clarity, which cloudy fluid of course means possible contaminations, and temperature as well. The new WaySidewinder comes standard with a twin vane front mount pump driven off the front engine crankshaft. The truck that you see presented here today actually has an optional transmission mounted twin vane pump. At the first of our presentation, we briefly touched on chassis and chassis choices. One thing I'd like to point out about our chassis layouts are very accommodating to different type chassis styles. We are able to utilize our body on conventional cabs as well as cab overs. Left-hand steer, right-hand steer, dual drives. We use a joystick control for our arm function. It has a live switch on it. The only way the arm is going to function is the driver pulls this trigger switch. That makes the hydraulic system go live. When it's released, hydraulic system cuts off. What that does is it keeps someone from bumping the arm control with their elbow and maybe shooting the arm out in traffic or into an obstacle. Very safe. All of our controls are ergonomically laid out and within easy reach of the drivers. We offer some features such as arm control rocker switches down here on ground level as well as the door. What that allows is if a it's been spilled garbage, or there's some extra garbage out, some hand loading to go on, he doesn't have to climb ingress and out of the cab to work the arm controls. Thank you for taking the time to view our walk-around demonstration of the new WaySidewinder XTR. If you have any questions, would like to see a demonstration, or talk to one of our reps about our product offering, please contact us. Thank you.
For more information, contact your Sansom sales representative or visit secequip.com. For more information on New Way trucks, please visit refusetrucks.scrantonmanufacturing.com. Subscribe to our channel for technical tips, equipment walkarounds, and more. And hit the bell icon to get notified when we post.